Hi guys and girls, give you a couple minutes to log on and then we'll start the live from there. Hello all Instagram guys, how you doing Ali? How are you? How's the family? Matisse and family, how are you guys on Insta? Instagram can't guarantee you how good the feed's going to be. Facebook, you should have a good clean feed today, but we'll see. We'll give it a couple of minutes for others to log on, say hello, give me a wave, tell me how you've been, tell me what you've been up to, and we'll get the live started. Hey Francis is very quiet on Facebook, am I? Alright, you're up full volume. How is it sounding now? Are you getting a better signal as it's coming through? Instagram, can you guys hear me? Skullsy. So how am I sounding on Instagram? How am I sounding on Facebook? How are you guys managing to hear me? Give me some likes on Facebook if you can hear me. Let me know on Instagram if you can hear me. Excellent. All right, let's get this started. We've got a couple of you guys joined us, so let's start how we mean to go on. So first thing, obviously, welcome to everyone. Welcome to another cyber coaching session with me, your coach, Lee Reed. Now, you can obviously see there's a few different things in the background and obviously on me, etc. We'll come on to a little bit later. But wanted to go on to especially those guys and girls that haven't managed to join us cyber coaching in the last couple of weeks, just to let you guys know. Hey Charlotte, sorry. Just to let you guys all know what's been going on and what we've been talking about in the one-on-ones. Now, obviously, our awards evening for 2020 would normally be happening in February. We're obviously going to put that back for as long as we physically can to try and guarantee that hopefully we might be able to do it live. It's obviously a lot nicer spectacle if we do it live. So I'll put it back as far as I physically can before it getting silly, sort of June, July time in this year. We may have to do it cyber, but there will be a presentation evening. The people that have won the awards will get their awards, so don't threat people. I promise that awards evening will happen, whether I have to do it cyber or standing over the other end of a field with you guys. So that will absolutely happen. The Kiva 2020 awards evening will happen. We're just going to delay it for as long as we can, get through this lockdown. Let's see what rules they bring in and see if we can, if nothing else, all stand in the middle of a field and freeze and do the awards evening. I'll stand under the cover near the radiator though, okay? So that's the awards evening 2020. Obviously, because of that, all the champions for this month, I'm actually not going to tell you guys how many you scored. I'll let you know if it's close, I'll let you know if they were far away, but I won't be letting you know your numbers that you scored for, let's say, your top hand save championship or your crossbars or your player worldies. I won't let you know how many you've got, because otherwise you might be able to tally it up and find out how you got on in the league. So unfortunately there will be no numbers today, but you will know who's won the actual championships. We've also got the baby behind me on my left shoulder, the recognition belt. Now, as I stated to everyone via the WhatsApp messages and also on all our social medias, we are now looking for your guys' vote for your recognition belt. Now, that can be a coach, it can be a player, it can be a goalkeeper, it can be a parent, it can be a feeder, it can be someone that's shone, someone that's helped out, someone that's been brave, someone that's gone above and beyond, someone that's caught your eye cyber, someone that's caught your eye live. It doesn't matter. The recognition belt is a belt that means excellence. It means you've done something different. You've done further than others have done. You have your own choice. It's not my choice, it's your guys' choice. So it's like a player's player, but it's a recognition for a player or a goalkeeper or a coach or a parent, okay? So what I need you guys to do, seal the envelope, ping your nominations in, make sure you can't see what nomination this one is, put it in the envelope, tell me why you nominate that person. So For instance, that person did really, really well and he was amazing at this, this and this. And then you seal it and then you leave it for me, so the first time we can go back live cyber coaching, or live coaching I should say. Now, if you don't manage to see me live and you're one of the old firm, or you're one of my sort of old top keepers that still visit the Facebook, etc., you're still part of it. Anyone connected with the keeper.co.uk can have a vote. So, for instance, you've got a family of 2 kids and mum and dad. The 2 kids, if you get coached by me, you both get a vote. Mum and dad, you get 1 vote between you. Okay. Now, mum and dad, if let's say you guys don't know anyone, void your vote. Do not put one in, because you cannot vote for your own family. You've got to vote for someone outside of your family. So, for argument's sake, Christopher and Jonathan, they couldn't vote for each other. They've got to vote for someone outside the family. Even if they think their brother deserved it, they've got to vote for someone else. All right. So that's how the recognition championship, or the recognition award, is actually going to be decided. Okay, so get your votes in, have a think for the whole of 2020. Who impressed you the most? Why did they impress you the most? What did they do? Ping it in a stamped, sealed address envelope, and we'll go from there. So that's the recognition belt. I've got a slight change up for you for 2021. I got the year wrong, that's always a good start. The Meg spoon. So when we get the Megs, and when I come in and Meg someone, we had Dum Dum as the Meg spoon champion last year. We've got a new champion this year. But the Meg spoon championship's always been a year-long thing. The Meg spoon's actually going to be a monthly thing. So every month, the person with the most Megs is going to get a different forfeit, and they've got to sing a song, or they're going to have to do a dance, or they're going to have to do a break dance, or they're going to have to do something silly that just makes everybody smile. All right, so that's the Meg spoon that's going to come in this year. It's going to go away from the yearly award and it's going to go to a monthly one. Now, I know you guys have all tuned in to see who's on these pieces of paper here, so we'll get on with that part and then I'll go on to the rest of it afterwards. So we're going to start this time with the player championship, and this was a hard fought one. 3 of the players actually this month have got awards, so that shows you how high the player standard was. And obviously the last 2 weeks of the year were cyber, so we kind of have a mixture in December. We had 2 weeks live and we had 2 weeks cyber. Now, the player championship is all about who scores the most worldies, who reacts the best in coaching, who has a different thought process to everybody else. So it's the one up here and up here on Instagram. And it was the one I brought in most recent. And it's obviously for my players that I coach, because obviously it was a bit unfair to put them against the goalkeepers and go, right, you've got to go for the top hand save championship, when obviously they're only trying to hit the top bins. So the player championship this month has actually gone to 2 people, and I think when you know who I'm going to say, you can probably guess why I'm going to say it. 2 players on the last session of the year both hit 1,000. Yes, that's 1,000 worldies for them, so top bins, in the year as a player, and that goes to Christopher and Jess, who are both going to joint championship win this month. Couldn't literally put there's inches in between the both of them for the player championship. So that's for the yearly championship. This monthly championship, because of hitting that height, hitting that scenario, and actually getting to the point where they've actually hit 1,000, which is an incredible amount, I can't go against them. So Jonathan, Christopher, you are the player champions for December. Moving on to the one-on-one performer. Now, I said there were 3 players that were going to take the actual titles this month, and I'm going to start with the 3 players. So we've obviously had Christopher and Jonathan, so that's 2. The third one could quite well have gone to one of those 2, but it could have gone to about 6 or 7 goalkeepers. I actually decided to go to someone slightly different, who's fairly new to coaching. He's done more cyber sessions than he has normal sessions. His mum's actually done PTing with me and done coaching with me for many, many moons. And I've known the family for God knows how long. But the player is actually going to get the championship, so the one-on-one performer. And the reason they're going to get it is every single time they do a cyber session, he'll be doing the exercise I've asked him to do, and he'll come straight back to the camera, and these eyes just open up, and they literally just home in on every word I'm saying, and they focus on every little intricate detail. And then he goes out and puts it into practice. As I said, he's fairly new, and obviously so is the player championship. But the one-on-one performer of the month goes to the player that's known as Thomas. So that's Thomas from Emma's lot, so the little man from Monkston. Well done, little man. Absolutely immense month. You actually did 5 sessions, which normally you only do 4. You put it in, you put the hard work in, and you got your just desserts. So well done, congratulations to you. Now, we've got group performer. Going to rush through these 3. And we got the group performer, which is the blue one that's behind me. And the group performer, obviously we only had one group vying for it this month, because there was a lot of groups that obviously because of COVID had to kind of close down for the month. And the group performer is actually going to a group. And this group has been close knit for probably about 6-7 months now. Give or take 1 or 2 people in this group where they'll get an injury or they'll be ill, then they'll not turn up. But bar that, every single week this group is the same. And the actual group performer of the month, which is actually going to a full group, I had told you the people I had spoke to, there was going to be some random ones today, and there was going to be some different ones thrown in there. But the group performer of the month is actually going to group 1, which is my Friday group. So the 6:30 to 7:30 group at Monkston, which includes Neve, Maddie, Jack, Lucas and Zach. They're the 5 that had been in that group for that month. So you 5 are going to have a photo with that award when we can actually get close to each other. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy the actual 2020 video. It's what kind of spurred me on to give it out to a group rather than an individual this time, because I remembered how good it was seeing those photos of people together, people kind of being next to their shoulders, hugging, being part of something. So I wanted to slightly change things up and actually give it to a group this time, and a group that's worked their backsides off to actually, in the year, they have scored the most worldies out of all groups. Now, bearing in mind they're the littlest number in the actual group compared to the other groups that I coach, they've hit the most amount of worldies. So amazing work, you guys. Congratulations. Now, we're getting on to the beast. Should go Cyber Championship now, but I'm going to leave that to last. We're going to go Top Hand Save Championship. Now, as I said, I'm not going to let you know the scores. All I'm going to say is this person won by a couple. It was close. It wasn't massively changed, but what I will tell you is the top 2 aren't in the top 5. There are a couple of the top 5 in the top 5 today, but that's all I'm giving you. We had immense months and amazing saves from Alice, Erin, Mealy, Jonathan sometimes, Christopher, the group, you name it, Finley. We had people that produced that you never thought would produce, even the older guys, Tom, Jamie, Jay, you name it, you guys all came in and produced some immense saves, but the amount was the key here. And looking at it, interestingly enough, I've got 2 players in the top 5. So it's not giving away anything, is it really? It's much more fun this way. It means no one knows who's won any of the main titles for the year. But the top hand save champion for December 2020 goes to a player. Goalkeepers, you should be ashamed. Players, you should be amazed. Yes, with a lot of worldies, this player has taken the championship for the month. With, not telling you how many, with a lot of worldies, Christopher has actually won the top hand save championship for December. Well done, little man. That is incredible. When I did the stats this morning and I put it all down, I was like, what? A player's won the top hand save championship. how. Now, interesting enough, Christopher does goalkeeper sets, he does player sets, he does fitness sets, he does everything. This boy puts it in, and he's deserved this. He's worked his backside off to literally change his stars, and that's what I'm looking for at the keeper.co.uk. That's why we say experience the difference. And do you know what? He deserved that. So congratulations, Christopher. We're now getting on to his championship. So we're going to the Cyber Championship. Now, this one's a little bit different because I said at the end of last month, if Christopher won the Cyber Championship again, that would be it. That would be the end of the Cyber Championship. And I put you guys all against him. So it was Christopher for the rest of the world. However many points the rest of the world got, v how many points Christopher got. Now, if, let's say, John, who's not, I don't coach a John, so it's an easy one. If a John won the Cyber Championship because he got the most points, and you guys are John, Jess, Jack, Jill, all their points added up to more points than Christopher. If John was the one with the most points in that group, John would win the Cyber Championship. So the Cyber Champion for the month of December. Are you ready for this, Christopher? You ready for this, Chris? Do you think you've won it? Do you think you've lost it? Do you think it's existing, or do you think it's gone? The champion for December is Christopher. Christopher won it by 5 points. Congratulations, Christopher. You've killed the Cyber Championship. So you proper, for 2020, were the Cyber Champion. You managed to beat everybody. So I'm a man of my word. The Cyber Championship is no more. The difference is we got a new championship. Now, this is an interesting one. As you can tell, it is the Cyber Championship, but it's changed. And what we're doing is we're going to change the Cyber Championship. We're going to change the cyber competition to try and make everybody become involved. So it's no longer a competition where every post I do, you post something. This is going to be a challenge competition. So, for instance, the most amount of keep-ups you can do a month, or the most amount of press-ups you can do a month, or the most running you do a month. It could be anything. Now, I'm not going to give you any more than that, because the first one you've got to actually come up with is the name of this championship. Now I'm going to give you a couple. Cyber Championship 2.0, Cyber Championship #Twin Stop. We've got Lockdown Championship. We've got Cyber Coach Championship. You name it, that's what it's going to be called. So the first championship, which will be released in the next couple of days, is you guys have got a month to come up with what the new title is going to be called. And it's going to be this baby. And what you've got to do is come up with what it's going to be, what it's going to be for, and why. Now, the beauty of this one, and we're hopefully going to try and get other people involved with it, is there's going to be prizes for it. For instance, Next Notch that I wear on my wrist there, they've given us a prize. Roish will give us 10% off products. You may get a hat or so from the keeper.co.uk. There'll be different prizes as the months go on. This one, well, you'll have to wait for the post in a couple of days' time to see what the prize is for naming the championship. But the best name will be the one that wins the actual prize this month. So January's new belt, and the challenge for January's new belt is, what's the name of the new belt? So good luck, guys. Get on with naming the new belt. I'll post in a couple of minutes and you can start posting your answers. It'll be on Instagram and on Facebook. Now, you've seen the new championship. I can go over here for a second. But have you noticed I'm in new kit? Now, I'm not going to show you massive amounts of it, but in the next couple of days, keep an eye out, because there might be a little fashion show type pictures coming out that will show you the different clothing that I've got. Now, as you can see, I've got hats, I've got hoodies, I've got shorts, I've got all sorts. And we've spent months getting the design right, getting the quality right, getting the look how we expect. And the guys at Off Centre have done us an amazing job. I've got coats, I've got t-shirts. I'm not even going to tell you other things I've got. You're going to have to look back at the lives or maybe I'll go live. Maybe we'll go of just a few posts of photos. You'll have to watch this space and keep an eye out. But the guys at Off Centre have done amazing. The quality of the equipment is brilliant. It's come through looking lovely. Now, obviously, you can see on this side, I've got an R. That is Reusch's new logo for 2021. So anyone wondering what the heck that is on there, it's Reusch's logo. Now, Reusch gave me the copyright so I could put it on all our clothing. And obviously, I've got my logo and your guys' logo on my heart chest. All right, and obviously we changed the colour of the swoosh to go with the Reusch emblem. Now, for those guys and girls that haven't seen the latest Reusch catalogue yet for all the gloves for 2021, don't be afraid to message me on Messenger and I will send it through to you. We have PDF copies of it this year, so it's easier to get round to everybody. So it is spot on. Catherine Joyce and Zach love the idea. Don't put it on here, put it on the next post. So don't post it on here because that won't count. You'll have to put it on the post for the Cyber Championship. But I think that's all I've got. The guys and girls that won in December, congratulations, well done. What a month. You guys did so well. Congratulations to Christopher, twice, 3 times, Jess, Thomas, and Group 1, who could win in 2021. Who's going to be the first winners? Good luck, guys. I'll see you all soon. I never remember how to get off of Instagram.